Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar of MAWP. The topic for today is design calculation and diagram in 30 minutes. Am I audible to everyone? Can you please confirm me in the chat option? Okay. So MAWP is a cloud-based software for pressure vessel design. You can design your horizontal and vertical vessels with all the typical components like cylindrical and conical shells, heads like dished ends, hemispherical, ellipsoidal, or toruspherical, nozzles with reinforcement pads, flanges, saddles, legs, and stiffener rings. The whole interface is in 3D. You can easily point and click with easy to use wizards for data input. A detailed ASME Section 8 design calculation reports can be generated from the software. 2D drawings is also generated by the software with three views of the vessels, detailed views of parts, and all the standard engineering output tables like design data, nozzle schedule, material of construction table, bill of material, and nodes. As the software is cloud-based, no installation is required and it can be accessed by any computer running on a web browser. New features requested by customers New features requested by customers are being added rapidly and no upgrade actions are required to access them. The benefit of cloud computing is highly available and minimal maintenance overhead. There is no separate staff or time required to do the backups or upgrades or any other similar activities. Now I hand over to my colleague Fahim to take you through the calculation reports, drawings, and 3D diagrams of pressure vessels. Fahim, can you please continue?
Okay, thank you, Anu. Hello, everyone. My name is Fahim Jamada, and I and John will be presenting you the software. So here we have John and Jacob with me. So we'll start with the software. Basically, there's a cloud-based software. You require a login ID and password to have to access the software. Once you do it, you get into the software to have the access. As you can see the page, you have to insert the username and password. So once you enter it, you can do the login. So this is the main dashboard of the MAWP software. So you can do n number of projects, and as you can see the names, air receiver, hemispherical details, derator, storage tanks. So you can search all the projects as per the names. You can click over here. You can start a new project as well. So here these are the basic project inputs. Well, let's start with one of the sample is air receiver. So by giving the inputs, the client name, the vessel duty, and the vessel name, the project name, the document number, and the order number. So these are the basic input details, project input, and the software is based on the SI unit. So the next part will be the basic input, the inputs of the projects of the vessels. So there are basically four cases. We'll be using the first case for the example today by having the inputs like design pressure, design temperature, external design pressure. So you can give all the inputs. You can use the converter to change the unit as well. So here all the units are given, the fluid inside, the fluid density. So basically if the you have the different project, you can use the clone option and you can replace the other inputs with this input as well. And right now the software is based on ASME section 8 division 1. So you'll be getting the design report and calculations as per the code. So the next page will be the site locations and the wind load inputs. You can give all the inputs as per the requirement, and then the load right installation with the load combinations. So once you give all the input, you can create a 3D model. So this is the dashboard of the software for the 3D model. On the left hand side, you can see all the components where you have to create the 3D model, for example, shell, dish end, conical ends. So all you'll find on the left hand side. And on the top right hand side, you'll find the views, the quick validation part, the saving of the model, and to create the 2D drawing from the 3D model. So we'll start with a basic shell. We'll go for the while going to the shell wizard. When you click it, you'll get a tab for the shell wizard. So there are different inputs where you have to give in. The first thing will be, if you want to go for the horizontal or vertical vessels. You can select the type of vessels. Once you do the selection, you can change to the next tab and give the other inputs, which type of shell we have to select, either plate or standard pipe, with the basic input dimensions of the shell and the height of the shell. Being very user friendly, it shows you all the changes made into the shell, and you can select the type of material which is required for the project. So there are a number of materials. If you have a specific grade code, you can insert the type in the tab. You can search for it. The amount, you'll get the number of materials into the specification number. So once you get it, you can see into the tab the number of grade into the specification number. When you open it, there will be phone. The search is limited because you have entered the specific grade number. So once you do for the next tab, so the software tells you the required thickness. You can give the provided thickness. So you can go more than 7.19. So that is 8, 10, the software will accept. If you put the thickness below that required thickness, the software won't accept. It will show you the inadequate thickness provided. So once you do the finish option, the shell is created. You can use the other view option. There are different view options. You can use it while creating the 3D model, and the isometric view option as well. So the next option will be, we'll go for the save mode. So after creating the shell, you can save the model on the top right hand side, which is, now there's also an option for the freeze option. The next will go for the dish end. So what type of dish you have to create, the type of dish. For example, we'll go for Torresfical. And the software will ask you, where do you want to place the dish end? So we can either select top or bottom. We'll go for top now. These are the basic inputs. You can provide it as per the project input. So right now we'll be given 140 for the knuckle radius, straight face 25 mm, and ground radius 1400. The type of material, will select the same material what we have selected for the shell. We'll go for the grade 516. 3 results have been shortlisted, so we'll use the same material. So here the provided thickness is 11.12. So we can give it more than 11.12, which is available. Right now we'll go for 16 mm, and the dish end is created for the top dish end. So the next part will go for the bottom dish end. We'll go for the same Torresfical by selecting the bottom part. We'll keep the same inputs and the materials will keep the same thing. We'll go for the 516. Let's keep the thickness 16. Okay. So this is the simple shell created into the software. You can save the model. Okay. Next part will be, we'll go for a nozzle. We'll select one of the nozzle on the left hand side. You'll get the nozzle tab, nozzle wizard, and you can give the basic name for the nozzle. Right now we'll give inlet nozzle. The tag will be N1, and we'll go for the standard pipe. So the software asks you where you want to create it, either on shell or dish end. For now, we'll go for shell, And what type of nozzle orientation? So we'll go for radial right now. There are three types: radial, tangential, angular. We'll go for set on. So while providing the distance on the axis, the x we have given 750. We'll go for 900. We'll change the dimensions. For the horizontal, we'll go for 270. Okay. Let's change a bit to 315. Okay, we'll go for 270. Select the material. When you do for the next, it will ask you the pipe size. So you can select the pipe size. You can drag it. We'll get the number of. Right now we'll go for 8. The length of the nozzle will keep for the 150. You can also increase the length. Right now we'll keep it as 150. Okay, and the software calculates. This is the value we get. So once you do the next, it will ask you the external reinforcement. So right now the reinforcement is not required, but we'll still create a required reinforcement for the references. We'll select the same material. These are the details for the pad plate thickness, pad diameter, pad width. Once you can finish the model. So this is you can save the model. This is right now the shell with the nozzle, inlet nozzle. We'll go for one of the flanges on the nozzle. There are different type of flanges. You can select the type of flanges. For now, there are slip-on weld like socket weld. We'll go for slip-on, and we want the flange on the nozzle. So you can select the nozzle, the flange class. So you can see the flange, the nozzle with the reinforcement pad. So once you save the model, you can now use the other options as well. Let's go for another nozzle. So right now I've given a name safety valve nozzle, and we'll be creating one dish end. So right now I've changed my select shapes from dish end from shell to dish end. So we can give the dimensions on the x and y axis. You can select the material. If you can see, there's a nozzle which is created on the dish end, top dish end. You can give the standard pipe size. We'll take it for 2. So we have not used the reinforcement pad. It was not necessary. So we've just created the nozzle. We'll put a flange on it. And the software being very user friendly, you can easily change the location from flanges from one end nozzle to the other nozzle. Just going to the edit option, you can select the different nozzle, the safety nozzle. You can finish the tab. The nozzle, the flange is shifted to the other part. You can save the model. Now we'll go for legs. So you can give the dimensions which is required. Or you can provide all the inputs, length, So now we have completed a shell, nozzle, flanges with legs. So you can see that this 3D model, you can save it. Just for the references, we'll go for another nozzle. Right now we'll go for the tangential. So the axis will be, let's keep it 750. Doing an offset, okay. The same size. This, you can change the size of the pipe as well. The length as. Okay. So as you can see, we've created another nozzle over the shell with the different y-axis dimension. Right now we have two nozzles on a shell, legs, and one nozzle on the top dish. Let's go for a flange on the third nozzle. We'll keep the same thing slip on. Let's select the third nozzle. Let's now save the model. So here you can go through the quick changes what you have done. This is the nozzle schedule tab. So the components we have selected, then we have used 3 nozzles on the shell and top dish end. You'll get the details with the quantity, the outer diameter, the flange glass, the standard type. And with the single click, you'll be having the details of bill of material. You'll be always getting this sheet, this bill of material on the sheet as well. This is for the quick view on the top right hand side. And this is the design data you have entered before the start of the modeling. So if you want to change it, you can also change it. You can go back to the project input, change the basic input, and then you can save the modeling as well. And here you'll be getting the design report as per the code ASME Section 8 Division 1. So once you click it, the software calculates the design report. Being a cloud-based, the calculation is carried out in the backend. And after the it shows loading. And once the calculation is done, it will show you into the design report, the complete design report with all the references calculations. Okay, so here we have the design report. At the start, it will show you all the basic input, project inputs, and then basic input. As you can see, the basic inputs, the weight summaries, and the additional weight details with the static head calculations, the formulas with the references, and the final value. Here you can see the cylindrical shell thickness, the formula reference for it, the spherical head thickness. You'll be getting all the calculations with the references, the formula used, the final values, and the input values. So it will be very easy for the design user to make the changes again. If they want to have any other changes into the project input, they can close this report, they can change the project input, they can save the project, create the design report again. So it is very quickly, you can change all the dimensions, all the project input. And right now we'll create the DXF file from the 3D model. So you can see there's one of the option, download DXF. So once I click it, you'll see the tab for the drawing setting and download. Right now we have the third angle. So let's go for it. This is the details for the title block, the template for the 2D drawing. So we can give the drawing name, project name, drawing number, the basic input, the drawing input, drawn by, checked by, approved. These are all inputs you can give into the template. So these are the details which will be coming on the 2D drawing. Any notes, if you want any specific notes into the sheet, you can give all the inputs here. Right now, we'll just put all dimensions mm. So these are the notes which we can give. The design data, the bill of material with the nozzle schedule, and the MOC table. And this is the quick view for the MOC. So right now we'll save the details and we'll create the drawing. The 2D drawing which is generated is in the DXF file format. So you can use any CAD software to access the drawing, to do the editing, and do the changes in very few minutes, and you can submit the sheet to the client. So the DXF file gets downloaded on the screen on your machine. This is one of the CAD software which we are using right now. Okay, so here we have the 2D drawing. You can see the drawing is generated in the 2D format in the DXF file. So we have the top view, the side view of the vessel, the number of components created on the vessel, with the flanges, the nozzle, with the dimensions. This is the design data for the project what we have used with all the details. This is the notes what we entered before generating the 2D drawing. This is nozzle schedule, the number of nozzles we have used. The table for the nozzle schedule. With the material of construction table. And below there's a well details. These are the well details of the well. On the next sheet, we can see this is a bill of material with the design template. These are all the inputs which we've given, air receiver. This is a template which is created from the 3D model. Basically, it extracts all the details from the 3D view, what we have created the 3D model, and all the details are present in the 2D drawing. You can see the shell, the dish end with all the dimensions, the leg details with the dimensions. So for every component, all the 3D, when you create a 3D model, you'll be getting all the 3D into 2D drawings with all these details, with the dimensions, with all the tables, bill of materials, material of construction, design data. And if you have to add any of the things with respect to the client specifications requirement, you can do the editing in a very few minutes. You don't have to scratch the drawing from the start, from the scratch. This is the flange. You can see the 2D drawing of the flange. The dimension part. And when it is generated in DXF file, you can also change the dimensions and all the inputs if you have to. So it becomes easier for the draftsman to work on it. Every time a change is made is in the 3D model, you can save the 3D model and create the 2D drawing. So the changes which are done into the 3D part will always be shown into the 2D drawing. So you have to just save the drawing, create another 2D drawing, and then work on it. So these are the steps what we've created from the project input, basic input, 3D drawing, design report, and 2D drawing. So from the step 1 to step 5, the modeling of a project, it becomes very easier from the proposal stage to the modeling, to check all the details from bill of material, material of construction, to change the dimensions, and to do the drawing part. So it takes very few minutes to do the changes, to create the report. So this is one of the question. If you could please answer the question. The most important feature of a pressure vessels engineering software for me is, so you can select one of the options you can see. There's design calculation to code, quick design for estimation, generating 2D drawing from software, and others. If you answer others, you can please add in the comment what you think. If you have some answers. Design calculations to code and quick design for estimation. So right now the software does the calculations as per the ASME code, section 8, division 1. So the software follows the same code. And when you create the design report, it will be showing you all the references with the calculations, the project input values, and the final values, giving the cases of the components, pass or fail. In its quick design, the software does it very quickly. Right now, the software is available free to use. You can go through our website, mawb.ai. There's a free version. You can give your inputs for the email ID, name, and you can start using the software. So being user friendly, you can see the software is on cloud based. You don't require a specific machines. For example, 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM, or a big storage data. You only have to use the login ID password. You can go to the tab. You can log into the software. You can start using it. You can use n number of projects can be done in it. The limitation is not specific to a certain number. And the software projects is easily available to all the users. They just have to put the project input name, and the project they are working on will be there on their tab. even when you're going to travel to the site or any other part of the country, you can access the software on from anywhere. So one of the questions here is, if you can answer it, the one issue causing most delay to me in using processes. So we've got a couple of answers for making the 2D drawing and the detailed parts list from estimating cost. One of the feature the company faces is the 2D drawing. So you can, using the software, you can easily create the drawing from the 3D model. With all the detailed parts on the fabrication sheet. So if you can give the feedback, it would be, if you can tell us about the feedback for the content for the next webinar, the content for the presentation, the format. And if you have any issues while working for the software, you can get in touch with us. We'll assist you with all the features. And if you have any other questions, you can get in touch with us. You can see the email ID. You can write a mail to us. We can also use some more critical vessels. If you have to see some more critical vessels, we can do it in a one-on-one as well.
Yeah, there are some questions which have come in on the chat window. I'll just take them up very quickly. So the recording is going to be shared on our YouTube channel. So MAWP has a YouTube channel and we'll be sharing the recording there. Yes, the basic version is free for commercial use as well. We have a very basic version as well as a advanced version. So to give everybody the chance to use it, the basic version is free. Heat exchangers is on our development platform. Right now, we have just heat exchangers to give the idea of heat exchanger, but it's also on the agenda. So there is a 3D feature to take out the model in an STL format. So if you design quickly into this software, you can get an STL version of the same model, which can be taken to other packages and imported. So yeah. In the terms of limitation on size, as such, there is no limitation. You can go up to even 30, 40 meters. Did you have any specific dimension in mind? That's a question from Iftikhar. So scene location and orientation will be shown in the drawing. Yes, this is a feature which has also been requested to us. So we are planning to add that feature as well. It will be shown in the model and then it can be adjusted. And then the same thing will be shown on the drawing as well. So the validation is currently in progress and we are having the detailed calculations. So we are checking as per the code in the various formulae and making sure that the calculations, but we haven't validated as per with some third-party consultant. We are planning to do that soon. Yes, there are a lot of requests which is also there for giving more detailed manufacturing details like the layout of the components and the developed shapes. Yeah, we are taking that on the planning to put it. So depending on the number of clients and who is willing to have a plan to go for the software, we take the features based on the request and the urgency based on the client. So long seam details based on thickness available. I assume this question is regarding whether you can have single side or double side or even different V's on both sides. Yeah, right now we have only single side detail, but we can add that detail as well. Jackets is also a component which is under development. So we are planning to have it the very plain jacket, not the dimple, but just the plain circular jacket onto the vessel. That component is under development. Yeah, internal details right now we don't have the specific details. We have the request from many people in the process industry for distillation columns. So trays is under development. Also, we are planning to have some option like custom component. So in that case, you can add a custom component in which you can put your only text details. So we'll not be able to model it, but we can certainly handle that and show that there is such a component at such a location, and we can take the details from as it has been entered into the um, details. Yeah, as such, we don't do comparison with feature to feature with competitor products because we believe that it's a totally different class of product. So we are not in the market of doing to very great detail, but we want to cover 80% of the components and provide it at a very economical price, and to have it available to large number of users and make it simple to use. But we feel that almost 90 to 95% of everything that pressure vessel requires will be covered in the software. Yeah, right now ladder and platform is not included in the software. As such, we have a very rapid development schedule. So in next week, probably we'll be releasing the next version, which has jackets as well as the STL model extraction. And we would like our customers to start the trials and give us the feedback. And we will be taking all these components based on the requests and priority. We have given our emails. You can email us for any specific queries or to find out the details. And you will be releasing the new features in terms of will be shown as demo on our YouTube channel. So right now we believe that it is almost ready for fabrication. Possibly a few more details can be added in the final because it's a little difficult to put everything down to the last detail. But all the drawing items are going to be to scale. Bill of material will be complete. So it's almost ready for fabrication, and a little bit of work here and there probably would be required to complete it, and a final check would be advisable on the drawing before doing release for fabrication. Yeah. Yes, we are having a constant schedule of webinars. We have it on the 2nd and the 4th or the last week of every month. And based on the request from the customers, we take up the issues. And if you have any specific vessel or feature which you would like us to cover, we can certainly include it in future webinar. You can also ask us for a one-on-one. And if you can just tell us what specific vessel you are wanting to refer to. We have got some things like ammonia storage vessel, which is designed at some 20-25 bar, and vessels like that people have been asking us to model and to show them. So if you have anything specific, any type of vessel specifically in mind, please share it with us, and we will do the modeling and we can share the result with you. Right. Yeah. So the email is here on the presentation. The general email to contact us is simplify@mewp.ai. You can also directly email Fahim, who will be in touch with all of you regarding the software and any requests and one-on-one demonstrations. So you can also on our website mewp.ai, we have a contact us form This can also be used to send us emails. And additionally, inside the software, we have a direct chat function. So if somebody's online, they will directly chat with you. And otherwise, you can send us a message and we'll get back to you within 24 hours. Thank you for attending. It was a pleasure giving this presentation. And we thank you, and we hope that you will be able to use it, give us the feedback, and make it a really well-used product. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.